Alright, Mono Red Steam-Kin. If you haven't seen this deck before, a variation of this deck, top 64 to the open. It's something we worked on here last season before this latest set released, and then we've been playing it a bunch as well. It's a mono red deck that plays a bunch of cards that draw cards, which we refer to as cantrips in Magic the Gathering, as well as cards like Tormenting Voice, and other cheap cards like Light Up the Stage, to kind of cycle through our deck and trigger Guttersnipe, Electrostatic Field, and Runaway Steam-Kin to deal large bursts of damages in any game where our opponent leaves our creature alone. There's actually probably an efficient laddering deck because it's like reasonably powerful and kills people really quickly. Thanks everyone for hanging out today, by the way. It's been pretty awesome. We've been over 2,000 for most of the day. This definitely isn't one of my normal stream times, so it's good to see all y'all in here. That was the only copy of 4 color gates in the queue. Is Memekin weaker than Mono Red? Memekin is probably worse against interactive decks, but it's much better against decks that are just trying to ignore it and run it down. Can't keep this. Yeah, a Steam-Kin is very aptly named. Any game you don't take him off the board, he runs with it very quickly. This is basically a combo deck. So like Mono Red's an aggro deck. This is a pseudo combo deck for sure. Any of the double-digit jellyfish status are just like, it's like they're so good. All right, let's try and up the quality of our hand here a little bit. So the tier 2 subs, Brick Wallace, can bump a deck already in the queue, but they cannot, however, add a new deck. We should change that. Well, look at that. Somebody added it back. So yes. Let's get on that. Thanks for the biddies, and we'll get 4 color gates back in there. We'll get some Clarions in there. I talked to my graphics designer, and he's gonna mock me up a beep beep emote for when we run people over. Sounds like a good use of stuff. Perfect. Sounds good, Brick Wallace. Looks like Drake's on the other side of the table. So, good chance this Guttersnipe dies this turn. Wizards putting the metric in to allow people to spend their entire lives grinding into the Mythic Invitational is kind of irresponsible. It's gonna create a lot of really unhealthy behavior in people, especially in the days leading up to the end of the season. Hopefully nobody ends up hurt from pushing themselves. No, I'm confident that the reason why they did the qualification in the way that they did is because the technology that Arena has available to it right now doesn't support doing it in a better way. I agree. It isn't a good trade-off, but people are still going to do it. There'll probably be win trading, and there will almost certainly be account sharing. Alright, well we're paying 2 for that, because I do want that to resolve here. It does slow me down for the rest of the turn though. That's fine. Look at that. 2 shocks to the draw card. Sign me up. Rude. That's a good pickup. Yikes. So I need to draw Runaway Steam-Kin this turn, basically. So I need to like draw Steam-Kin and then like go one drop, one drop, one drop, get a chain through my deck. I'd imagine somewhere in the range of playing like 80 plus hours a week is probably what's going to be required. Narset with the Sphinx was sweet. It's definitely going back and worth watching. You are 2 cards too late, friendo. We have had some good runners with that one for sure. So risk factor is not here for the aggressive matchups. Definitely want all my Lava Coils. Probably trim a Shock as well. Seems reasonable. Is Fight with Fire good? Fight with Fire is probably good. I probably just want to, like, have all my ways to kill their stuff. Oh, Tormenting Voice is mediocre here because they have counter spells. You do not want Tormenting Voice versus counter spells. It is a way to end up a very sad panda. Just leave the Lightning Strike. That seems fine. What's going on, Unbanned Twin? No, our poker hand is very good. Our magic hand is aggressively mediocre, though. Monocolor players not using the auto tapper might be the single worst thing you can experience on Magic Arena. Would rather get roped by Nexus of Fate players than watch monocolor players not auto tap. No, I think it's purely on the received end. I'm leading on Steam-Kin here, even though it's the more vulnerable of my 2 threats, because playing this will trigger the Steam-Kin. So if this does live, it's higher upside. Should have kept the poker hand. Yeah, you can't control your recommended channels. I might tweet at Twitch and be like, look, if you're gonna let this dude stream, can you at least take him off my recommended channels, please? You wanna play with me?
Yeah, I go worst though.
Nope, we're already in a game, dude.
But I wanna go worst.
You wanna go first?
Yeah. I wanna go worst. Oh, you can't put the purple ones anywhere somewhere else.
Alright, can you drag this one to here?
I mean this one?
Yep.
About his wings.
We wanna blast this guy, and this is the blaster card. So drag this one to here.
But there's 2 of the blaster cards though.
Pick your favorite.
Actually, I'll pick this one.
Okay.
But I don't know why this.
Click on that guy. Blast him.
Good.
Can you drag this one out?
Wait. You put him in that card, and you first put the deck cards in that card.
That's the little box we put him in on the ground.
Yeah.
Put him in the box. Told him ship it.
Yeah, the other guy can't fix it.
Nope, can't fix it. He's gone forever.
Yeah. Daddy.
What's up?
Are you in your dinosaur cards at this level?
You want dinosaur cards?
At this level, at this level, you do dinosaur cards.
We're playing with the fire cards right now. If you want, we can play the dinosaur cards later, okay? This isn't the account sharing we were talking about that's gonna get you into the top 8.
No.
I don't think I remember saying you could come down here.
No, I come down. And stay down. But I was praying. That's why I asked Mom. That's why I put that.
Just leave us alone, he says.
I was praying that Daddy's game.
Okay. I think you have to listen to Mom, okay? And we gotta go back upstairs for a little bit. I love you. I'll be up in a while, okay?
No.
Declan just declared he can't go because he's dead. And then he's dead, chat. Oh, he's still giggling, so maybe he's fine.
Look at his nose. Wait, can they see his face?
I don't know.
How does he know that that's like stereotypical fake dead. He's got his eyes closed and his tongue hanging out.
Alright, I think I just have to kill this Drake.
Why do they keep saying F?
Let's F, press F to pay respects. Twitch meme, come on now. Gotta get up on meme. Are you not informed on meme culture? This is the culture of my people, meme culture.
I need to do something with the camera.
Oh, you need to do something with the camera?
Mm-hmm.
What do you gotta do with the camera? I'm a little worried.
I need actually right here.
What's going on, Pinky? Thanks for the 13 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back.
Hello. Quick here, you got more power. I card game videos.
Click here to subscribe for more Power Ranger videos and card game videos if you didn't catch that.
Good job, D.
99.
Tell Christy I got her cupcakes. Thanks for the bit, Speedle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We hired a cameraman. We subcontracted him out.
No.
We should have an hour of a Declan stream once a week.
Declan, tell them to subscribe to Daddy's channel.
Subscribe to Daddy's channel, silly guys.
Silly guys.
All right, I think we're dead here.
I like this one opened. I like this one open. It's kind of good. It's kind of sad.
Hey, the Black Dog. Thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. I don't think they need to see the inside of your mouth. It was funny. Declan and I were sitting here playing towards next week's 1 hour. Sounds good, Coons. We'll get a Declan Dino hour set up, I think. Dr. Goldhead, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. We were sitting in here playing the other day, and he goes, "Dad, the camera's not on."
Do you want me to take him up?
No, don't take me up yet because I need to the dinosaur level.
Oh,
You need
well,
to
we
do the
can't.
dinosaur level.
We're gonna play the dinosaur level tomorrow. HS Clear, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. Dad has two non-dinosaur decks he has to play tonight, and tomorrow you can do the dinosaur level for a whole hour with me, okay?
No, I can't need no more.
Hey, Cloud F66, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. And yeah, I've been meaning to coordinate. So there's actually a deck box called Declan's Dinos in my set of decks, if you haven't noticed that. And that's the dinosaur deck that we play usually when he sits down. He likes the dinosaur level. An anonymous sub-gifter doling out 5. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Man, we have not been lucky with the keeping one-landers today. Datical with the brand new Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. And Minga Hamster, thanks for the Bezo bucks, folks. There's a lot of great streamers you can give those to every single month. Thanks for keeping me employed here with them. Yeah, I think I'm happy with the keeps that we've had, but sometimes you keep these, you just don't hit, right? Now that we hit our second land, we'll be able to shock them and then light up the stage. That should propel us into our third land, which is nice. I'm only gonna resub if Declan comes back and orders me to do so. God bless. I think I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow, so maybe we'll do an hour of. We'll give Declan a segment with his dinosaur deck tomorrow since Kuhn sent in biddies. So here's the thing you need to realize about playing Arena versus playing Paper Magic. Playing Arena lets you play way more games of Magic than you could ever dream of playing in Paper Magic. Jeff Jace with the brand new Prime support. Thanks for checking in with the Bezo bucks and using them here. I appreciate that. So the proportion of games that you're flooding with Arena is the same as the proportion of games you're flooding in Paper. It just feels like more on Arena because the total volume of games that you're playing is more. So you're flooding in a higher number of games, but the percentage you're flooding in is the same. Any plans for a timeout emote? Like, what do you mean by a timeout emote? Def not wanna be Beetle. Thanks for checking in with that Prime. I hurt myself. Chiming in with the sub-gift train as well. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. You missed my $10 donation that also went to decklist dinos, which is where this is going. Thank you, Rycat. Sorry. Yikes, that's a big one. Uncanny Addiction. Thanks for the subtrain, folks. Hope everyone's having a good Friday and a good start to your weekend. Vortal, thanks for re-upping for the 2nd month in a row. I appreciate you keeping me around. I think I just Arclight and start attacking here. Never forget Arclight's hidden mode, which is play as a 3 power haster. This joke is much harder on mobile than at my computer. Put all those on Declan. Sounds good. I think we're gonna do a Declan segment tomorrow. Okay, that's an Electrostatic Field. So if I do this, and then I do this, I can't attack with the Phoenix because I need to be able to block with it next turn. And these can't be blocked by things that have 2 power or less. A promise half delivered is a promise half paid. There was no lightsaber, but he did do the Power Ranger shill. God bless the Vic. Alright, I think we've died. Also on Declan's dinos. Thank you. I appreciate it, Nivik. Is Memekin a real deck now? TZ, TF? Yeah, I think so. I think this deck does what it does consistently, and it's like moderately powerful while doing it. I think I actually just don't board against the Gates decks. I just click submit and like hope to have a slightly more aggressive start. It only violates labor laws if Declan gets paid. Ain't that the truth? Are you comfortable with your kid on camera? Yeah, Declan loves it. He is super excited and likes to be. I wasn't kidding. We were sitting here playing the other day, and we were just playing a match, and I wasn't streaming, and he looks up at the camera, because the camera lights up blue around the edges when it's going, and he knows to look on my monitor for the preview. He goes, Dad, the camera's not on. How can we play without the camera? Jake's kind of disinterested in video games at the moment. Although I did find a Thomas the Tank Engine's miniature sandbox game for his Android tablet, so maybe that can bridge him into other games. If money was an issue, would I still stream? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've streamed for a long time, right? Sorry you got hosed by Watsy. Never stop believing. Thank you, Punisher Dumpster, for the 3 on Twitch named Punisher Dumpster. Thanks for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. And thank you for the Biddy's Turkey Sloth. Jake's older. Jake will be 5 in a week and a half, and Declan will be 4 in May. I am not musically inclined. Someone said, if you talk frequently about streaming as your full-time job, if money was an issue, I still stream. Yeah, definitely. I streamed for, so I've only been doing this as a full-time job for like 11 months now, but like I've been streaming part-time on Twitch for years. Distorts Declosaurus Rex. I am, in fact, Bruce Wayne. We'll do Declan's Dinos tomorrow, Nivek. It'll be guaranteed tomorrow. I just gotta figure out exactly what time I wanna sign on it. It's a pretty solid game 4. Yeah, we're gonna play Declan's Dino deck with Declan tomorrow afternoon. My fiber internet connection actually can support multiple Twitch streams at once. Yikes! That's unfortunate. Our hand is really good, but those hits were not so hot. Their build of gates is really interesting. District Guide is sweet fixing. I guess they're on the full 5-color build. Free block here. Yep. Does Decklist get to make play decisions too? Maybe. Maybe if we have something close, we'll let him be the deal breaker. Well, thanks for dropping in, Brick Wallace. Whoop. So they're at 7. So Nick, they were at 7. They were at 7. Card game streamers are all playing Dota because Dota released a mod that's something called Dota Chess, I guess. That does something that card game players are interested in. 4-color gates is still very much undefeated. It's a little unfortunate for us. I watched Auto Chess for an hour and still have no idea what it is. Yeah, it's probably a lot like a card game where you need to play it a little bit to understand what's going on. It's a turn-based Dota mode. Wait. Okay, so it's like Artifact, but not with cards, basically. So it's like Artifact, but good, is basically what it is. Stop, it's already dead. How many people are watching Artifact on Twitch right now? The Artifact currently has a total of 276 viewers. God bless. Listen, I gave Valve $200 for Artifact cards. I get to make fun of it until the servers shut off, okay? I gave them my money. I will make fun of it until the servers close. Did the audio chug? Yeah, I probably need to restart. These people are great. Consider buying their stuff. These people, also great. Please consider buying their stuff. In fact, I'm gonna eat some of their stuff right now because these Neo bars are delicious. Wanted to commend you for not letting the stubbing keep you from creating good content, maintaining a positive attitude. Thanks for being here, Triscone, and I appreciate the kind words. Hope you're having a good Friday. Listen, the Neo bars are great, okay? Can you still write off the money you burned on Artifact? Of course. Of course. I streamed it, didn't I? So Richard Garfield did help design Artifact, but if you have a spare computer screen and a web browser, I would encourage you to Google how many other games Richard Garfield has made and how many of them suck. Because everybody brings up Magic and like he's got a lot of neat ideas, right? But like it's a tough industry. Mistake by the Lake. Thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. If you stream a few times, you can write off your arena expenses. You can write off your arena expenses up to the amount you make streaming. So if you don't make money streaming, you can't write off money you spend towards streaming. Keyforge is interesting. I have to imagine if they ever do constructed Keyforge, it's going to be pretty rancid for anything competitive. What does writing things off do? So, I am not an accountant or a lawyer, and this does not constitute tax advice. But the way working as an independent contractor works, basically, I pay the employer and the employee part of the taxes for all of the money I make. Twitch doesn't take any money out and send it to the government. And because I have to do that, I get to write off the cost of things that I need to buy to do my job against that income. So, it's not strictly downside, because you get to do that, I guess. Are Valve still doing the tournament thing? Nobody knows. I played a little bit of Netrunner. I couldn't tell you how the actual game works, but I have played it at some point. As a tax attorney, I'm impressed with your summary. Yeah, I have a master's degree in mathematics and like have prepared my own taxes for the last couple of years. With tax software, it's pretty easy to do these days. Yeah, I don't run negative though. Like even when I do independent contractors have retirement plans? Yeah, wives with jobs. Yeah, there's independent investment and retirement stuff you could do, but yeah, even with this being a job for me, like my wife has a traditional 9-to-5 that we get like health insurance and retirement and stuff like that through. I think Wizards of the Coast is having a private tournament, and they can invite whoever they want to their private tournament, or not invite whoever they want to their private tournament. And if I don't meet whatever criteria they were hoping to have meet for their invitational people, then I shouldn't be invited if I don't meet their criteria. What's your favorite card and why is it Hedron Crab? Alright, so I have these more Electrostatic Fields in my hand, but I really don't think I can afford to sit around here and keep missing land drops. So I'm definitely attacking for 2 here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and Lightning Strike them rather than playing Electrostatic Field here, because I feel like there's a good chance they're like working towards the Gates of Blaze, right? Like they haven't cast that card yet. Yeah, so like this does 6 to them, which puts them to 4. And then if they don't have an Angel this turn, I just need an untapped land to like go Phoenix plus Shock to kill them. Actually, a land lets me go Field Shock as well. Don't you dare Angel me. Don't you dare Angel me. Have a heart. You know what? You know what's been really awesome about what's been really awesome over this whole experience? That's lethal. The really most awesome thing about not getting invited to the Mythic Invitational is how many sexist, homophobic jerks I've banned and blocked on my Twitch channel and on Twitter over this whole thing. Just like saying obnoxious things about the other competitors. Get out of my life. It's 2019. You're not welcome here. Have a little respect for other human beings. Today, I got strangled by a customer, adult special needs daughter at work. Says I can't rampage in real life, put this towards my rampage of the clans built around. Sounds good, Solera. I hope your weekend goes better. What do I think of Duo Standard? I'm not sure what to think about Duo Standard, like from a gameplay perspective, but from a coverage perspective, Duo Standard makes sense from the terms of making coverage accessible and engaging. I also think that it's a very good thing that they are experimenting with new competitive formats. I think it is absurd that we have used the same tournament format for like 2 decades without any innovation or changes. And one of the most important things you need to realize is that when you innovate and iterate on things, you rarely get it perfect the first time, but trying and failing at something is the first step towards getting better at it, right? So if they're actually trying to do different things, that means we might get tournament magic to somewhere where it's never been before in terms of like formats that are sweet, right? Like things that they would never try. Listen, it's not worth your time to troll hateful people. People who are super hateful, especially towards people based on how they look or where they're from, those people are so miserable, they tend to have more time to troll back than you. And at the end of the day, when you roll around in the mud with the pigs, you both get dirty. And at the end of the day, the pig liked getting dirty and you are just left covered in mud. So don't give them what they want. You don't have to get the last word in when you're interacting with people who are obnoxious. Just like use your block, use your mute function, and like move along with your life. I think I just play another Guttersnipe here before I start firing these off. Well, thanks, Dunshire. Thanks for being here. All right. We're untapping with Guttersnipe, chat. I repeat, this is not a drill. We're untapping with Guttersnipe. I repeat, this is not a drill. Okay. All right. If we can fade again here. Oh, I guess if they have another gate, I have to block, huh? If they have another gate, I have to block. No blocks. 1 and 0. Different numbers, baby. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and Tormenting Voice here. Ditch Risk Factor, I think. Can we 28 them? That's the real question, right? Actually, I think I want to ditch the Electrostatic Field here. I'm not sure if we can 28 them, but we're gonna sure as heck try our darndest, okay? Probably not. With only one Steam-Kin, it's probably not possible. Alright, game 3 on the play. Yeah, the Gates deck is really good. It's really impressive against even these aggressive decks. The Goat and the Colossus just like close games out so quickly, and the Angel just like jumps you way up out of reach. we were about a turn slow there, and that was a good example of like why being able to pressure with a deck like that is so very powerful, right? Like, you don't give us time to get set up, you can actually run us down. This hand is very good. So because I have a 2-drop and a 3-drop already, and I have 3 lands, I'm not going to play a spell on 1, because once I have Runaway Steam-Kin and Guttersnipe in play, these spells do more than they do by just playing them on the first turn. Sorry, Brecken, my Twitch chat's not letting me time people out easily. Alright, I've refreshed and it's working. Would you play best of 5 if it was an option? Nah, I think best of 3 is fine. The thing you have to understand about best of 1 to best of 3 to best of 5 to best of 7 to best of N is that every time you add 2 more games to a given match, you reduce the amount of variance that you're reducing. So like going from 1 game to 3 games, best of 3 is like 100% more games, while going from best of 3 to best of 5 is only like 50% more games in some cases. All right, I am just putting my dollars in here and being like, don't Gates Ablaze me next turn, and then we're gonna untap and kill you. So if they don't Gates Ablaze me here, they're likely dead next turn. I really like the 4-color Gates deck, the top 32 the open, or something close to it. All right, so the game has ended, we've died. Phoenix is a good start. When there's a really easy flowchart for this chat. When do they have it? Always. When do you have it? Never. According to cumulative variance, we're going to win this game. Exactly, Turkin, you get it. Yikes. This is like their actual nut draw. Woof. Woof. Yeah, we're gonna get like Crisis or Angel here and just like hit ourselves. Because I drew these Electrostatic Fields, not playing the Crash Through because it's worth 2 points of damage next turn. Mine too, Percep. Might be my favorite joke phrase, I agree. This is only 8, right? 23? The flowchart was correct, yes. The Angel is very good. Very, very good. Oh, bound increases. Found the Teamer Kiki players in the room. Ah, the old Kevin Spacey defense. That's... That whole situation's just so... I always love when people are like, yeah, we were all dickheads when we were kids. It's like, well, I did some things I was embarrassed about as a child, but like, I was never like a massive, you know, racist or homophobe or anything like that. Like that's, or at all, I don't even need the massive tag in there, right? Like, just like... $19. I'm sorry, at 19, you should know that, right from wrong. At 19. She did it on Twitter. Yeah, you know what? I've had a Twitter account since I was 16. 17? 2007. I was 16 in 2007. None of that on there. It's just locker room talk. My favorite thing a bunch of the AOC and the other when the one new representative was like, we're gonna fucking impeach Trump, they were just like, it's just locker room talk, don't worry about it. I lost my stuff, it was real funny. Alright, we are very it's been a rough night for Memekin, chat. It's been a rough night for Memekin. Yeah, that one. Redisha. That one. I lost my stuff at that one. I was like, that's so good. I love this wave of freshman Congress people who are like apt at social media. It's a nice change of pace. Flying Capybara with the brand new Prime support. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Do you see if we get to gold? If we take another nosedive with this, I might be done with Memekin for the evening. They put all their levels into social media and 0 into chill. Alright, so again, we're gonna go Steam-Kin into field because playing the field will trigger the Steam-Kin. Actually, we'll probably go Steam-Kin into Guttersnipe, right? And then we can do this on turn 4 and like get going. Right, Bully Pants? Yikes, it's not a great time in a lot of places. Still get my Steam-Kin trigger here. Maybe Sloth. It's hard to know. A lot of the time they're at school during the day. Driving in my meme beep beep. Yeah, Angel is really strong chemist. Good luck the rest of your matches on the ladder tonight. For sure, Angel is real good. So I really want to draw an untapped land here. So that way I can go Guttersnipe, attack for 3. Wow, that's rude. Alright, still want to draw an untapped land so I can do this into this. That's a good, I like that play from the opponent. It's a good line. Respect the power of the Steam-Kin. Yeah, we're gonna get a beep beep emote. We actually added a 38th emote slot today because we blew past another sub goal. Hey Niv, what about Tree Fitty? But I went 301 with an ID to split the first 14-person weekly standard tournament by LGS. I thought this deck was perfect and couldn't lose a game. Sounds good, Div. How can you submit a deck? You can submit a deck to be played by following the instructions on my website here. Can't quite Nexus of Phaedos yet. God bless. Alright, so we should be, if they don't have another blink of an eye, we should be good to dumpster them here. Can we kill them from 18? I think I'm supposed to hit them first before I light up the stage, so that way I have max mana post-light. This is my 1 mana divination that deals 3 to you. That's my favorite. My grandpa's not racist. He grew up in a different time. Yes, he grew up in an incredibly racist time. They're just traditional values. Yeah, a lot of traditions are racist. Revitalize? I gotta do 21? You're gonna make me work for it, huh? Yeah, gonna make me work for it. Skewer the Critics. Yeah, they're dead, right? This does 6. Just like casual 21 you this turn. We're doing the thing! We did the thing! You know what I hate more? You know what's more dumb? The thing that I hate the most is when people come into my channel where I'm making the content that I choose to make and they complain about the content that I'm making instead of being an adult who has a brain in their head and changing the channel. Get out of here. In fact, I went ahead and banned you so that way you can move along yourself and not have to complain again. Yeah, Steam-Kin's real good when it pops off. Real good. Complaining is half the battle, yep. I always feel like I'm doing those type of people a real service because, like, obviously, if they're really upset with being here, they must not realize that, like, they could change the channel. So, Disgruntled Bros, I'd like to just, I'd let you know, I appreciate you subscribing to my channel, but I'm a human being who cares about other people, and I'm gonna talk about politics occasionally on this channel. Especially about treating other people with decency and respect, because that shouldn't be political, but for one party in the country that I live in, it is political. So, and if that makes people unsub to my channel or go watch something else, I'll survive. I am who I am, and I think it's important that I use my platform to encourage other people to do good in the world. Big V from MNC, thank you very much for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. So, I think I want to hold on to the Tormenting, or the Warlord's Fury to bring the Phoenix back after I ditch it to the Tormenting Voice. J. Painter MTG, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. Hope you're having a good weekend. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Death Apparatus finally caught a live one. No videos for me tonight. Thanks for the 3 months. I appreciate the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Yeah, we're about, probably about halfway into Steam-Kin, 2/3 or so. Somewhere in there. And then we're going to be doing Abzan Glass to wrap things up tonight. We are playing 18 lands in this deck. Which it looks like we're getting rewarded here for holding on to the Warlord streak. We're going to bring the Phoenix back now. I didn't say which party doesn't care about people, but based on your comment, you probably assume one of them is. I didn't say there was a specific party, but one of them definitely cares more than the other. And if you know that, you know, you probably know. I'm not going to say who, but if you stick your head out the window and do some research, you'll probably know. All right, let's do that. Man, you can tell I've been going a little bit too long. We're at almost like hour 12 of being live. And I genuinely forgot what deck I was playing against. Like genuinely forgot what archetype we were playing against here. My favorite, I normally don't touch this topic, and I'm not going to weigh into my personal stance on it because honestly I'm not sure how I feel as a man, but I fucking can't stand it when Republicans use the abortion line. You know what? If you cared about children and those babies, after they're born, you'd take care of them. You'd make sure they have health care. So don't write that off as caring about actual people. They're doing that to control people and their bodies. And if they actually cared about those kids, they'd make sure they can afford medicine and like have warm places to sleep and all this other stuff. So don't tell me. I'm sure we're gonna have to frag a bunch of people there because normally I don't get into that there. But somebody brought that up, and that always irks me. If you actually care about the kids and life, you should help them live for their entirety. But that's not what it's about. Genuinely don't know where I stand on that issue, and as a man, I don't really know that it's my place to say it, but that always really bothers me. Sorry. All right. We're gonna set the mods to kill, and now I'm gonna pull us off of the politics topic, and we're gonna play the rest of this one, or we're gonna play one more. So mods, feel free to time out anybody posting anything from either side of the political spectrum, because I'm done. So the mods have been set to kill. The mods have been set to kill. You've been warned. Alright, so what am I supposed to do here? So I do this. I feel like we're pretty dumpstered, right? I feel like we're pretty dumpstered. Six months and wouldn't take a single one back. New Genesis, thank you for the 6-month resub. I appreciate the half a year. Welcome back. This Shalai out of their sideboard was like really good here, right? I think I'm just supposed to attack with these two. So Shalai is giving them hexproof for reference, that's why it's good. It is still very frozen right now, but we're supposed to get up to 53 this weekend. So we're supposed to, the temperature from Wednesday versus this Sunday is supposed to be a 100-degree difference. Yikes! All right, well, we are super dead. Their board plan is sweet. Their board plan seems really good. All right, let's get some lava coils in here. Let's get some lava coils in here for the Shalai. Probably trim the lightning strike and a couple of risk factors. Let's just do 3. I don't know how many Shalais they have. They could have a lot. They could potentially have a lot. We have the extra land in our sideboard. Because we board in four mana Vance's blasting cannons that cost more mana, and we only have 18 lands normal. Hikaku, I saw your book recommendation. I'll check into that. Thank you. I wanted to extend my appreciation for you doing a good job at articulating your opinions and keeping it very discussional, just like when you ask us to give answers about cards and decks. Thank you, Veneer. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching today. Hope you're having a good Friday and a good start to your weekend. I think Chainwhirler's not worth it because the March is going to come into play and block and gain them a bunch of life. What's going on, T2? Welcome to a live one. This hand's good, and again, because I have double field in my hand, and my lands already, I'm gonna hold this crash through till turn 3, so I can go field into field crash through. What do you think is a good deck for grinding out ranks? I like the white with the double splash aggro on my website. Check that out. It's the Jeskai aggro. What are the ideal matchups for this deck? I actually think the opponent's deck is one of our better matchups. In general, this deck is looking to play against decks that are trying to ignore it and just race it, because our plan to like deal lethal while our opponent ignores us is very, very fast. What's it like to be able to fully change the course of a conversation the moment you get sick of it? It's wonderful. Alright, so I attack with this, and then I can go field into light up the stage, hopefully hit a land tier. It takes me longer to give swords now, because it's not one click anymore. Zephyr, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub, I appreciate that, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Have large flying creatures always been this pronounced? So, one of the big things if you're just getting back into Magic now is that creatures today are much better than creatures have ever been, basically. They basically take spell effects and staple them onto creatures now. Which is something. Yikes! That's unfortunate. Interesting that they let me hit them with that Guttersnipe. Adam, thanks for the $5 tip. I appreciate it. Seemed like I could use a nap at some point. We're gonna play one more deck after this one, and then I've got like 2 hours of editing to do, so everything can get on YouTube. You're an articulate person, and your comments about how women and children should be treated in our society earns you my first sub ever in Twitch. Keep up the great stream. Well, thank you for the support, Zephyr. Hope you have a good weekend. Alright. We actually haven't gotten Nexus yet out of them, which is kind of nice. Alright, it's a decent hit. So I get to Guttersnipe, maybe. They have had counter spells. And like the old deal you 4 draw card. Alright, they could combo us this turn, so the opponent's likely playing a Nexus of Fate combo deck, so if they hit their thing, they're gonna get going. If they don't combo us though, we're gonna deal a lot of damage next turn. Alright. Yeah, there's a good chance we don't get another turn here. It's on Bant Flash Day, and an Esper opponent unmoored, egoed on curve, and named Nexus. That's great. Hey, welcome to a live one, Omega. Probably dead with the second Wilderness here. They're gonna get double. They're gonna get dubs as can't activations. If they find the Nexus of Fate here, I'm gonna concede. So if they take another turn here, I'm gonna be done. We tried playing Naya tokens. We've not played Naya tokens yet, the standard. Alright, so they get 2 untap triggers, they get to untap their lands, activate, and then they actually have 4, so they get 2 more shots at Nexus of Fate here. Yeah, so we're very likely done at this point. It's just like not worth my time to keep playing. Yikes. Man, that was a rough set for Memekin. I'm gonna move along. This deck is basically like the combo cheese deck of the format. Like, sometimes it pops off and does really impressive things, and other times your Gates opponents have Gates of Blazes and Angels, and you're very, very sad, Panda. Let's wrap the day up with Abzan class here, shall we? What budget decks do you recommend taking a look at for someone who's getting into Arena but not new to Magic? Definitely Mono Blue Tempo. Mono Blue Tempo is kind of like the de facto, like power level 2 to value ratio is real good. Yep. Just did it on the Twitter. What is Glass? We're gonna talk about that here.